Hey YouTube, this is Poop Shoot, and I'd like to talk about the Brn-4 and some of the, I'd say, uncommon problems that people are mostly not aware of. Not too serious though. The Brownell's Brn-4 uppers, firstly, are amazing. The machining is nice now. I guess in the past they've had some issues. Mine went together fantastic. But for those who want to run 3-position FRT triggers, there's something people need to be aware of. First, Faxon makes the barrels for Brownells. They ported these to function, I say function, with air quotes, with an AR-15 standard spring and H2 buffer. Some people get away with running an H3. The problem with that is the gun will only function mildly okay at best, suppressed. When you try to shoot FRT without a suppressor, the cyclic rate will be very slow, typically. It'll be inconsistent, a lot of hiccups, almost like misfires. And I guess less common, but I had this issue, is you get hammer follow. A lot of times, or light primer strikes with the AR-15 recoil spring, because the bolt will bounce and the hammer drops and the bolt stalls it out. So when I first built this rifle, I had the Law tactical folder on it. These guns will not run FRT with a Law tactical folder, period, hands down. At least I haven't gotten to it yet, and after this video, you'll understand why I'm not willing to go further to see if I can get it to run. I wanted this rifle to run flawlessly with or without a suppressor. When I first built it, I went through 1,000 rounds of Lake City 55 grain, which is, I wouldn't say great ammo, but it is not crap ammo. It is loaded pretty spicy, as true 5.56 should be. And it still, without the suppressor, it sometimes would double feed, sometimes would hammer follow, or it would just run really slow, really slow, like 500 RPM, maybe 6, just really slow. Think like M60 type slow, which is not what an hk416 should run. It should run really, really fast, 750, 800 RPM last I checked, if not a little bit higher. Well, after a while, I learned through research that a true hk416 with a 14.5 inch barrel has a gas port roughly in the 60 thousandths range. Well, the Brownell's Faxon barrel, Faxon manufactured barrel, they have a gas port in the 10 inch. They have a gas port in the 50 thousandths range. Well, as many of you would understand, as you shorten a barrel, you lose dwell time, which means you have to increase the port size for the gun to function properly. So I went all the way from 50s. I used number drills and just stepped it up 3 thousandths at a time. The gun started running properly at around the 70 thousandths gas port size. And I say properly, I mean like I would actually get the bolt to lock back on last round. That is with a genuine hk416 buffer and spring. I decided to, since I was chasing these problems, I would just make this thing a true 416 other than the fancy 416 lower. So I have an H&K 416 buffer and spring. So that eliminated buffer problems. The gun started working because the HK buffer spring is very, very, very stiff, and the buffer itself is slightly heavier than an H3. So just to get the gun to cycle, once I hit about 70 thousandths, the gun started running. Be it slow, but it would lock back on last round. As of right now, the gun has a 76 thousandths gas port. It's really easy to do, really easy to change. You know, it's only 2 roll pins that hold the gas block on. You just take your muzzle device off. And be it that this is SBR'd, my device isn't pin and welded. Of course, on a 10-inch, it wouldn't really matter now, would it? So for anyone who wants to FRT their Brn-4 or hk416, I highly recommend getting the H&K buffer and spring, and like immediately go to a number 49 drill bit through the gas port. That's like the bare minimum. I'm at 76 thousandths, which is a number 48 drill bit, or carbide reamer, whichever you choose. I've been machining pretty much all my life, so I was pretty confident in what I could get away with. But yeah, this is my rifle. It is very fast. You can check out my other videos. I have it shooting. I don't have a video of it with a 76 thousandths gas port, but I have it with the 73 thousandths gas port, and it's still very fast. I've got videos of its suppressed fire and unsuppressed fire, if you care to check that out on my channel. But yeah, this is the build. It's got the Delta Team Tactical FRT 15L3. I forget the brand of the controls, but you know, the Midwest Industries 9 or 9.5 inch handguard, but chrome lined Brn-4 10.3 inch barrel, and rugged muzzle device with rugged razor suppressor. Which has been fantastic. I've abused it. I kind of ruined the finish by sticking it in an ultrasonic cleaner. Someday I'll send it back to Rugged for a new paint job. But yeah, just keep that in mind for any of you interested in the Brn-4. You can get away without doing it, but your gun's not going to function the way it should. And when you see videos of how fast this thing shoots suppressed and unsuppressed, you'll understand why. And also with the HK spring and buffer, it changes the way this thing recoils, and it's fantastic. I love this rifle. I love it a lot. The only problem yet is I really wanted to have the Law Tactical folder. It works in this position. But I'm pretty confident I'm getting bolt bounce or hammer follow, because I'm getting light primer strikes in this mode, and it stalls the gun out unless I have a suppressor on it. So I just took it off. Like, it's not that big of a deal. I think it's just the extension that you put in the back of the BCG. That thing's an ounce of steel. So I think it's too much. But anyway, Hope you like. Hope you enjoy the rifle. It took me a while to build. I will eventually get a clone 416 lower. It's just waiting for them to be available. But anyway, check you later.